Hi, it's Nick Struan here back again. Yeah, the next thing we're going to talk about today is the number two temperament, or how can I say, the number two way that people could be acting, or could be. When I mean acting, I don't mean actually they are being fake or anything like that. It's just that this is part of their makeup. Okay, part of their makeup. And number two, we dealt with number one in the video before, which was the sanguine, and this time we're talking about the choleric, right? I also mentioned in the previous video that my father is a choleric, and this type of person is a really, really strong character, right? They're born leaders, and they have so many good assets and ways about them, but they do have, of course, flaws, like every one of the temperaments has. And one of the flaws is that they're very bossy and they're very controlling. Okay, so I got some stats here for you on their direct, they're task orientated, they're impatient, they're bottom line focused, they make quick decisions, and they're very sophisticated, right? So, and these type of personalities really mostly works in computers, programming, engineering, management, technology, banking, or business owners. They're part of their only business owners, right? And if we keep in mind that the choleric's primary concern are money, success, and achievements. Okay, now, having said that, this is a really strong personality, and they don't like to waste time on needless talking. Okay, this is like a bottom line, as I mentioned before, bottom line focused person that's sort of thinking, okay, well, give me the stuff, give me the way it is, and let's deal with this, accordingly, type of thing. When you are talking about it as in a selling, proposition, then you must provide facts, right? And you must describe all the features and be very, very detailed and explain all the benefits. And remember, it's pointless to actually rush them, because they've already made a decision, right? They already decided if they're going to go with you or your product or not, right? They're not afraid to say no to you, whereas some of the other characters or temperaments are sort of maybe a little bit hesitant and sort of like, in coming forward and expressing themselves. A choleric is not, right? If he doesn't like you, he'll tell you so. And if he doesn't want your products, he would also say that in a very, decisive tone, right? So be very aware of that. And I'm sure that if you meet one, that you have no problems figuring out what what type of personality that he or she may be. Okay, so this is the choleric, right? The choleric. And it's interesting because as harsh as a choleric sometimes can be, and it's not that they're wanting to be bad or anything like that. It's just they're very decisive, very controlling, and they're very on the thing, right? Very focused about what they're doing, and they don't suffer fools easily, right? They don't want to waste time, right? So, but how, they do care about people, and they do want to share of themselves. The biggest thing you can do for a choleric is to ask them questions, right? Let them share some of the knowledge they have, and let them help you with the, if you come in on that side of things, they will be the sweetest, the most caring, most loving people. There's nothing they won't do for you. But if you try to tell them that you know better, you got fireworks happening, okay? So it's just a little bit of knowing about how to deal with people, right? These are called, by the way, people skills with people. And when you are learning English, you are talking in English about different topics and different subjects and whatever. Why not learn something very, very useful at the same time, like Indo-Pacific languages? It's really, really exciting because you're actually living in the real world while you are learning to speak English, right? And when you actually, when people come out of college or come out of school and they start their first job in such a difficult environment, because one is school and then nextly you are sort of in the middle there with all these people that has never seen you before, and you don't know them, and you don't know how to talk with them, you don't know what you should say and what not to say and all this sort of stuff. And it's a very, very difficult time for a young person in particular to start a new job. But if I teach you, you will feel really, really comfortable. You will go into this situation and be well aware of what's happening and be able to talk to everybody like an equal, and they will respect you, and you will be able to speak in a natural and fluent way, with these people, and it will take a lot of that stress out of the equation, okay? So I encourage you, it's up to you, but if you want to learn English with a purpose, with intent, then find a link somewhere and connect with me, and let's talk about your future. I would want to know where you want to go, what you're thinking about, the intention you have with the use of your language. What are you going to use it for? Yeah. I remember a few years back now, I was teaching in China. I was teaching advanced business English there to a group of people from different companies. There was about 90 of them in the group there. And, I observed that many of them were purchasing officers in large companies dealing with overseas clients. And the only way that they would be able to approach these people was to email, right? And I know what that feels like because I attended a furniture exhibition in China, and I have like 10 people on my email list that continually tries to sell me furniture, right? Though I haven't got an office and I haven't got a factory and I don't have anywhere to put all this furniture, right? But they don't know and they don't care to find out about my situation before trying to sell me something, right? So for them to learn the best way to actually deal with foreigners and to talk with them like on their own level is so exciting, right? And the result when they ring them up or they send them an email and they actually respond, right? Because don't forget, these companies or these buyers, they would get like thousands of emails every day. So to get yourself to stand out there is a technique that you need to learn, right? So, yeah. Anyway, I would love to teach you, and if you are interested at all, then see if you can find my link there somewhere, or connect to nickstruan@gmail.com, or just Google Nick Struan, you will find me, okay? So anyway, thank you for listening, and I will come back in the next video about the other temperaments. Remember, there's 4. We have now covered 2 of them, the sanguine and the choleric, okay? In the next video, we're going to talk about the detailitis person, right? The most detailed person, temperaments that are, right? So thank you so much for listening, and take good care. Bye for now. Bye-bye.